Alright, welcome everyone. So this is going to be me building my dad a full-size airplane-themed keyboard. So we got the Feker Glaze 98. He needed a full-size keyboard for work, which I knew would probably be hard to find as like a custom build, but I ended up finding that Feker makes a 98% board, so he has the numpad and everything. So this is what the kit comes with. It actually comes with white keycaps, which is nice. If you weren't looking to make like a full, or I mean, I guess if you just didn't care what color your keycaps were, this is a great kit, because the keycaps also have the translucent lettering, so then the RGB shows through. It's a 98 keyboard, so it's full size. Has the numpad and everything, and then room for all the page up, page down keys, arrow keys, and these are the stock stabs that it comes with. A little bit of rattle, but my dad ended up wanting to go with Cherry MX Blues, so I wasn't too worried about making the sound as good as I would want it to sound if it was like being made with linear switches or anything. I wasn't too worried about the stabs on this board. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of room for RGB to be seen. Everything is just that frosted acrylic, so it comes with this little instruction manual that is just 2 pages, basically just explaining all the RGB, because there's a lot of options there with different colors and patterns. And then it also came with 4 little tester switches, so I'll give those a little test, just 4 Feker switches. So like I said, my dad ended up wanting to go with the Cherry MX Blue switches. He said he really liked the clicky switches, so this is what we ended up going with. And this is basically just designed to be a fun work keyboard. So he's in an office alone, so the click shouldn't be an issue. But that's why he needed the full size for sure. Like, he couldn't compromise on size or anything. This is me setting up the RGB just to make sure, one, that the board works, and checking all the switches and everything. But then once I'm sure that all the switches work, I can start setting up all of the different RGB settings. So I ended up going with just keeping it on like a breathing red mode, just so that it kind of went with the color scheme of the keycaps. I'll go further into the actual airplane theme that I chose, but red fit best with the theme we went for. So these are the caps I got, and there was that little splash of red with the escape key, and I kind of wanted to work with that. The other keys are this like kind of cream beige color, and then a dark gray. So basically, my dad loves airplanes. He was a pilot when he was younger, and he just like loves all types of airplanes and learning about them and everything. So I decided to make his keyboard airplane themed. And this is mostly just going to be a surprise for him. He has no clue what kind of board I'm making for him, but I decided to base it off of the P51 Mustang Red Tails. So that's kind of the plane I'm using to base the color scheme off of. and to base the keycaps off of. So this was kind of a tragedy. They only mailed this large enter key, and that doesn't fit in our numpad, unfortunately, so I had to use the one that it was shipped with, which is really sad. I'll probably end up fixing that. So making little clay miniatures has kind of been one of my hobbies since I was a little kid. I haven't really done it since I was probably in like 5th or 6th grade, but making keycaps out of polymer clay kind of perfectly translates this thing I love to do is when I was a kid into the hobby that I'm interested in now. So I haven't done it in a while, like I said, but I'm kind of getting back into it. This plane was a little more complicated than the things I made when I was a kid. I'm probably better at making little clay foods, but I tried to make a P-51 Mustang out of clay for his for one of his keycaps. It's basically the silver coloring then with the red tail, of course, and then red tips on the wings and propeller. So that was kind of what I was going for here. And then I glazed it and everything, so it should be pretty good for his use of the keyboard. And then for the enter key, I made that little star design, also out of polymer clay, and that's kind of the little design on the side of the P-51s. So I thought that would be a cool little design to like take off of the plane and uses the enter key. And then that all kind of ties in with the red of the escape key. Alright, so here is the finished build. My dad's full-size 98 key Mustang red tail keyboard. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out. The RGB definitely like really shows through in person. This video of course has a super bright light like right on the keyboard right now, so the RGB isn't as intense as it is in person, but I think the splashes of red really show through. So now let's get to the final sound test.